Charmaine, how are you, my love?
I'm so
Good to see you.
excited.
I just was in her
For having me.
You're welcome. I was just in your 9-day Feng Shui challenge and it was so cool. And it's still happening. So you guys, Charmaine is a beautiful person. We both live in California, but we both have lived abroad. And I wanted to bring Charmaine on here because she just has so much beauty and cool things to talk about regarding entrepreneurship, and specifically her decision to go live in Bali. I don't know if any of you guys, if you guys can put in the chat, is Southeast Asia an idea for you? Is that a goal? Do any of you guys want to live in Asia, or possibly Bali? So I would love to introduce you, Charmaine. She's a Feng Shui coach and for love and money. And she actually started this business, and she's an online business owner, and it's a very thriving business. And we want to talk about that and talk about how that happened. So Charmaine, can you introduce yourself and can you kind of tell us more about what you do and like when did you even start this online business?
Yes. Oh, it'd be my pleasure. So yes, I am your Feng Shui queen for love and money. And I created the new way of Feng Shui. So it is a combination of going into our subconscious, and we're tricking the mind by thinking that, oh, we're doing our home, but really we're unblocking the blocks in our subconscious. It's really fun. The 9-day Feng Shui challenge is going on right now. It is free. So sign up. You can watch the replays. We're on day 6 today. I go live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So if any of you want to join in, I believe you have the link, right, Shauna?
Yes, I'm going to give it to them. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then there's a free shamanic space clearing video, which is always the first step to doing any Feng Shui. So you also get that free video. Okay. So yes, I created this business. I was certified about 7 years ago. And then of course I'm going in person and then COVID happens. And luckily I invested in myself and I had a business coach at the time. I was in a mastermind. And she said, can you go online? Can you take this online? And I was like, I don't know. So then,
like,
of course.
No, it sounds too hard. It sounds too crazy. Fears started setting in, right?
Absolutely. But I had support. So one of the best things I ever did was invest in myself and to have support. Just even all of you being here right now, like in this program, just to get all of these secrets, this is a way of support. So just do these things as much as possible, whether it's free or it's paid, or you're paying somebody. I really say surround yourself with people who are doing the things you want to do. Having that support is really, really key. So having that support, I took it online, and because what I do is an ancient science and it's a formula, and I can tell what the energies are of your home through this formula without ever stepping inside of your house.
Yeah.
It's just quite remarkable.
That's sorry. So cool. How did you find this niche? Like, can we kind of backtrack? Like, so you were doing it face to face and then you moved it online during COVID.
Yep, exactly. So I was a Feng Shui master. I am a Feng Shui master, but I was a Feng Shui master going into people's homes, right? Okay. So I was doing it here in LA. And COVID just changed the game for me. I took it online. It's been absolutely amazing. And my business blew up. I then created, I was like $55,000 a year to multi-6 figures now. I am in multi-6 figures. I just did 250K last year. This is taking it online, and this is spending a year in Bali. I just got back to LA a month ago, right before Thanksgiving, or I guess it's 6 weeks ago now. Time flies when you're having fun. I know. But I was in Bali for a year. I went for 6 weeks. I stayed a year. Wow. And because I can work anywhere I want. So I do what I love with people I love, the best clients ever. Caliber of my clients have risen. While being in my pleasure, living the life of my dreams, anywhere I love. I can be anywhere I love. The only reason I'm back in LA, which I love LA too, don't get me wrong, but I'm back because my youngest child, I have 4 children. Okay. My oldest is 26. I have a 24-year-old daughter, 22-year-old daughter, and an 18-year-old daughter. So my last daughter is in her senior year of high school. And so she was sick of me after COVID and was like, go, I don't care. Go anywhere you want. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. But she had no idea I'd be gone that long. And then absence does make the heart grow fonder, everybody, just so you know. Don't worry about leaving your loved ones to go and live the life of your dreams. Do it. So if you're here, like, seriously, do it, because they'll appreciate you even more, you know? So I'm back. It's her senior year of high school. She wanted me to come back. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. And yeah, so here I am.
I love that. And so
Yeah.
it sounds like when you went abroad, things shifted for you in your business. Like, how is that even possible that, you know, that you've reached these new levels going, like, living in a different country? How is that even possible? It's kind of like, it doesn't make sense in our heads.
I'll tell you why. Go live your life. So I was hearing a question earlier. Somebody had asked Rock about, algorithms and going out and like, okay, how do you do this? And what do you do for your, getting more exposure and all of these things? And you know what I say? Go live your freaking life. Go live your best life. Enjoy your life. And I am telling you, you will have, and then post about it, like just share what you're doing, like share you really and truly living life, no matter what the things are, no matter what comes up. But that is the secret. That is the secret, is to live your joy and your pleasure no matter what, and share it. It takes, because it takes a leap of faith, right? To go, people go, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I can't just go live abroad. I can't leave my children. I can't leave my home. I can't da, 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 da. And then when you do, and you take that leap of faith and jump, the universe will meet you more than halfway. I can tell you that. And living in your joy and your pleasure and your posting, people are like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you do that. I would love to do that. It's possible for you too.
That's amazing. And those connections will now come because you're living joyously. You're doing something for you. You're not bound by this box that we've kind of always been stuck in, and you're actually going. And wow, that's amazing. So with kids, that must have been really hard. How did you decide, hey, like, I'm gonna take this time for myself? Like, what was that whole thought process, and how did you choose Bali too?
Well, they were so the landlords of the beach cottage I was living here in Hermosa Beach, California, decided they were going to build their dream house. So they decided to tear down this 1924 cottage. And I was like, okay, now what? So I was looking at different places to live. And then, well, my children are older, so it's not like I have little ones. And my daughter was 16 at the time when I started traveling, and I went to Tulum, and I was in Greece, and then I was visiting VIP clients in like Vancouver and New York, because of course I could travel now, and they were my clients during COVID. So they wanted a VIP experience. So I went to see them. So I was kind of doing that, but I was always kind of coming back to LA. Right. So then when I went to Bali, again, like I said, it was 6 to 8 weeks. I wasn't planning on being gone for a year. Honestly, like, that was just the biggest shock. And it was Thanksgiving of 2021. And I just got the download in yoga. I was doing yoga. Okay. I became certified at the age of 51.
Amazing.
In yoga while I was in Bali.
It shows that you can do anything at any age. Age shouldn't.
You can do anything at any age. I heard the download in yoga. I was like, you're not leaving this island. You're not leaving this island until you're going to do yoga, certified yoga training. Why? This makes no logical sense. I have no idea, but it made sense in my body. And I was like, that's it. So I messaged my kid. I told my kids, I got on a call. Actually, I called, we set up a FaceTime call, and I said, I'm not coming back. And I don't know when I'm coming back. I'm coming back, but I don't know when. Like, I'm not coming back for Christmas. I was solo, like completely alone. I didn't even have friends yet in Bali because I'd only been there, 6 weeks. And I was completely alone for Christmas. And the first time since being a mother that, I hadn't been with my kids for Christmas. What? That was huge. And I actually posted about that. That was one of the most commented. I got so much, and so many people reaching out to me about that post, because it takes a lot of courage to do something like that because of our society and the way that we are like, mothers can't do this, or they can't do that, or you can't do that with your children, or you're a terrible mother. Who are you? What are you doing?
Right.
It was not an easy decision. It was heart-wrenching. And as soon as I did it, I could feel like a freedom, a taking of my, like I could take a breath for the first time since really becoming a mother. And then all of a sudden, it was all about me. It was about giving to me. It was about filling me up, and it overflowed into my business, and into my clients like never before. And like I said, this was the most profitable year, and I spent most of it doing yoga.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm sure a lot of people are kind of like looking for that, if you will, like that shift, because trust me, living in LA, and that's so funny. Do you live in Hermosa? I live in Redondo.
What? Yes, I love Hermosa Beach.
I thought you were in Orange County.
No, my friend Stephanie's in Orange County.
We're gonna have to grab lunch.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's so cool. What a small world.
Yeah.
So, having these shifts of like, sometimes it just takes us to have to just get out of that comfort zone to manifest things in our lives. Like that's what happened to me. I went to Spain, had no idea what I was going to be doing. I ended up working for one of the top female CEOs for her 5 different companies in Barcelona. I was a beach volleyball coach, making more money than most Spanish people in Europe or in that whole area. And then I was also like teaching English in the beginning. Those were my initial things. But then I had all these sparks of creativity because I took an entrepreneurship master's there. That's how I had my visa. And then I created a web design agency. So things will happen when you go over there. And I thank you for sharing that, how you had that burst of creativity just because you opened yourself up. So what other like magical things happened when you lived there? And can you tell us more about like, what is it like to live in Bali? I'm so curious. I've never been actually.
Okay. Well, it's not first world, right? There are first world things there, of course. But it is Southeast Asia. So the energies in Bali are quite amazing, quite powerful, to be honest. Especially Ubud is like really super heavy. And then Canggu is like a little bit lighter. That's like near the ocean. Ubud is in the jungle. So Bali is, once you get there, it's really it's really inexpensive to live. So you can live a queen lifestyle or king lifestyle for so little. And you can, it's incredible. I mean, massages like 4 to 5 times a week. You could have one every day if you want, but this was my life. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do, it's just so easy. So I filled up my self-care regimen was like next level self-care regimen. And that I really I came back and I was like, I hadn't had a massage in like 3 weeks. And my body was like, what's happening? We need a massage now.
You're getting massages every day. If you mind me asking, like, how much is it for like massages and like having a nice dinner and treating?
So, oh my gosh. So a massage is about, 250 K, which is 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, like $18 American.
For like an hour massage? For an
hour and a half, 90-minute massage. Well, buy an incredible, it's an incredible, and they come to you, they bring their bed to your villa. Yes.
What about the villa lifestyle?
My villa was, I had my own private pool, villa, everything. And it was $900 US a month. And I was like just a couple blocks from the beach. I had Bali hair cream baths. That's honestly the most incredible thing that I changed my life. I had one a week. Where they massage your head with this conditioner for like 45 minutes and your neck and your shoulders. And I'm just telling you, I miss it so much.
So you're about to go back. I know you're going to go back soon, probably, right?
I'm going back in July. Yeah, I'm going back as soon as my daughter graduates. But the magic that happened, like I said, truly the best advice I can give is really go and live your best life. Just jump and live it. If there's something that you're feeling like your soul is calling you, do it and love up your life and live it, because this is where the magic happens. I was in Shavasana after yoga And
Which
then I got a
way?
download. I was COVID was rising here in the United States at the time. And this is like December 2021. And nothing was happening in Bali because Bali was not open for tourists. So we didn't have anything like that going on. And I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? Please, God, please enter where you already abide and use me so I know the joy of being used by you. And this is my intention before I started yoga that day. In Shavasana, the download came to do a 9-day Feng Shui challenge, which is removing 9 items in 9 minutes from 9 chakras of the home in 9 days. We're doing the second annual one right now. It's incredible. We've got, 200 people registered for it. People are like obsessed with it. And a lot of them are my private clients. That tells you how incredible this is. So it's just really amazing. It is inspired my book called The Power of 9. It is not out yet, but it will be. So keep following me so that you can, you can find out about that. But it is truly one of the most powerful things that came through. It was magic, this download. And it's like God speaking through me, listen, I can't even say that it was mine. It was like channeled. And I just went home and I went that day and I launched and learned. I put it out that day. I didn't think about it. I didn't stop to mull it over. I didn't think about it for 5 years. I just put it out there and I just launched and learned, said, we're doing it next week, go. And here it is. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I had to figure it out. Then you have to figure it out. So I had to figure out all the logistics after that. I didn't have to do some crazy, perfect, promotional, like this, that, or the other. No, just forget that junk. Just launch and learn. And I'm telling you, it will change the way, it will change your life.
It'll change the way you live too, is what I was hearing you almost say. And I was thinking it like, when you do that, and it almost was like impulse, right? Now you just like got this idea and you're like, that sounds damn good. And then instead of waiting and being like, oh, well, actually, I don't think that's good. You could psych yourself out of certain things. And I think that's what a lot of us do just in every area of life. But, just taking a risk and doing it and jumping in. And you had no idea, you probably had no idea what you were doing in terms of hosting a 9-day challenge with like 100 people doing, going live. Yeah, that's incredible. So what suggestion do you have for people that want to maybe go live a life in Bali for 12 months? Raise your hand or comment me in the chat. Not raise your hand. Comment me in the chat if you want to go to Bali. Have you guys been there before? Tell us if you've been there.
Yeah.
But like, if somebody wants to live a life like that, like what actionable things can they do in their business? Do they really have to alter anything? I mean, I feel like Bali is so cheap that if you're living.
No, I mean, this is all you need. You need to just have your business online.
Right.
That's all. If your business is online, you can live there, because even with the time zone change, it actually works out really, really easily. You just have your calls in the morning and your calls in the evening. That's it. And in the middle of the day, what's really beautiful is your phone is silent because everyone in the United States is sleeping.
I know. I love that.
You can play and you can have, or you get a lot of work done in the middle of the day without any interruptions. It actually is it's so amazing. It's like even better than your wildest dreams. You're like, I thought to myself, well, how am I gonna do this? And I'm like, okay, well, I can do my calls in the morning and in the evening. And I'm like, no one's interrupting me in the day, but you do wake up to an onslaught. Exactly. Because everybody from during the night while you're sleeping, everyone is in the day here and they're like messaging you. So you wake up to an onslaught. So you just have to breathe and not go on your phone right away. But
I feel the same way about living in Spain. I just was shifting my work schedule to, we talked about this before, but 1 p.m. till like 10 at night. But then the whole morning I had free. I would go on walks in the forest. I would bring a jacket that was big enough and I would do yoga in the forest. Like that was really close to my house. And it was kind of like you, I would get interesting creative spurts because I was purposely allowing myself to do that self-care, which isn't really enforced in our American society. So yeah. And I have another question. Final question is for those that are looking to make a move, maybe to Bali, what is that whole visa situation like? And what's the logistics part? Like, how did you?
Okay. Yep. Yeah, no problem. So I'm actually, I think I saw something popping into the group here. I am actually going to be hosting a Bali retreat next August for anyone who wants to join or you're interested in that. It is I haven't even posted about it yet. Like literally, this is only for the people that are in the know that I just said. It's going to be a retreat of all my favorite things. Like hear the sound of music, that song. Is it Sound of Music? I don't know, whatever that show, but it's all my favorite things for 1 year of Bali, being in Bali. And I had somebody that says, my friend Leah says, you know what, Charmaine, I want to come back as you in my next life. And I'm like, you can have it too. Come to my retreat and then do all my favorite things. So, okay. So what was your question? I forgot your question now.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Yeah. How did you, like, logistically, like, how were you able to stay here for a year?
Okay. So I did a B211 work visa. Now I did that because tourist visas were not open at the time. They are now. So you can go for 60 days on a tourist visa on arrival, like, whatever on arrival thing. Okay. So they are about to come out with this. They just approved it, but it's not out yet. And I'm hoping by the time I go back, it is all said and done. There's a 5-year visa, work visa, online working visa that you can live and work in Bali and pay no taxes to the Indonesian government. So it's just approved. So I just want you to know that that is coming. But right now, currently, as it stands, although it could be updated and it could be all gone through, it has to go through the stuff. It got approved, but it's now has to go through the red tape. Right now, as it stands, it is a B211 work visa. There could be other options. You can also do a KITAS. That I did not do, which is basically where you are like a resident of Bali. However, when you work, then you pay taxes, or you open a business, then you're going to be paying taxes to the Indonesian government. And don't forget, you're paying them here in the United States too, because the American government wants their money. So we've got both, you've got both to consider, but that's why I'm hopeful for that 5-year thing to be pushed through quickly. So that chapat, which is Indonesian for quick.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And then what like resources did you use in terms of that whole tax situation with both businesses? Like what helped you during that time? Was it just like chatting with your CPA, your accountant here? Did he or she help you, or kind of what was
Yeah, I mean, it's really not that terrible. I mean, to be honest with you, they're not, because they're not really, they're not worried about it unless you're a KITAS and you're a full resident. So B211, it just allows you to work. It's really minimal. So yeah, they helped me through all of that, but it really wasn't anything. It was not as a big deal as if you get it to KITAS, then that's different. Then you're like full on resident, but mine is temporary. So it was not anywhere near like what it would be otherwise. Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to the 5-year visa coming soon.
Oh, so is your plan what's your goal? Is your goal to move back?
Yeah, my plan is to build a house in Bali. And this coming year and 2023, at the end of 2023, and then to be Bali and LA or wherever else I want to be. So, but I will Airbnb it out for an incredible amount of money that can allow me to just really do wherever I want to go. But I already am, earning a great salary. So it's not that, but it's kind of nice to have your home be making money for you while you're gone. So then you're like, oh, then, wherever you want to stay, you're like, okay, well, it's all done, taken care of,
And that's a really good point. Thank you for sharing your goal. Arnatha is coming on next. She's a international property specialist, as well as like healthcare. So yeah, we're going to, that ties perfectly in with what she's going to be sharing, but that's so amazing. And you're going to have to tell us when that Airbnb is ready. Cause
I will.
I'm definitely going to be coming. Can we open it up? Did you have any last thoughts? I mean, to leave with
no, I think some people were asking questions in this little chitty chat over here, but I haven't been able to answer them. Somebody asked where I got this jacket. I got this jacket in Hermosa Beach at the Best Swimwear. It's right near the Comedy Magic Club. It's right near there. And it's like a swimwear place, but somehow they had this freaking jacket that I love.
I know that place. I know that place.
That's where I got it.
Can you guys raise your hand if you have questions? There's a emoji hand. So please feel free to ask questions. I'm just gonna, since it's been going for a couple hours now, I'm just gonna run to the restroom really quick. But Charmaine, please answer the questions.
No problem. I got you, babe.
Yeah. Go ahead. Can somebody raise their hand and ask a question about Bali, about business? I mean, I would take advantage of this time. Charmaine has manifested a lot of things to her life, including a successful business. So any types of questions you guys have for her?
Well, I mean, you know, and what's crazy is that I was a stay-at-home mom for 23 years. So you go to the bathroom, I can tell the story. And then
Okay, cool.
somebody asks the question, I'll get it. So I was stay-at-home mom for 23 years. I mean, Starbucks would even hire me. I had no choice but become an entrepreneur. And so then I just followed, well, what do I love? Okay. I got certified to become a Feng Shui Master. And then all of a sudden it was to create an online business. Like what? You know, this is not even something that ever entered my mind that would happen. Yeah. Kristen, although I can't unmute you. So hopefully you can unmute yourself, love.
I'm unmuted. I did video too. I don't know if it'll show, but yeah, I'm so curious because I kind of feel you in that space sometimes where it's like, I feel like it'd actually be easier to start a business, you know, and then for me, I was trying to career switch. So where did you find your audience, if you will? Were you on social media mostly? Were you marketing? Like, how did you kind of acquire your client base?
Great question. Great question. So where a lot of my audience base and my referrals and my clients came from, all of the different groups that I've joined, right? So I was in a mastermind and I had a lot of clients from there. And really, it's really about magnetizing. So following my heart, doing what I love, following my heart, being obsessed and excited about what I do. I'm not, you know, somebody was talking about, I don't know who it was, but they were talking about going out and finding leads and this. And I'm just like, no. Shine bright, love your life, be obsessed with what you do, and you will magnetize people to you. You do not need to go out finding anyone. So join groups that you love, that inspire you, or surround yourself around with people that inspire you. I'm telling you, that is the key. I was in a mastermind. I was in another group with these women that I just admire and love so much. I'm in another group right now where, you know, and it's paid containers of people that inspire me, that I want to be around. And it's not to get clients, because that just happens organically by living vulnerably with the people that I'm around and sharing and just living my life. And I'm telling you, this is the key. So that's what, join groups that inspire you, join like masterminds, whether they're paid or they're free, things like this, like do things like that and give from your heart, and give whatever free content you give, like just give from your heart. And then also tell people what you do so that people can buy from you, you know, because, you know, the thing is that people love you and they love what you do, right? The people that you serve and who are around you, and you already are an incredible giver of wonderful value to those that know you. So it is in high service to let others know who you are, where you are, and how to find you and how to pay you, because people want what you have and they want this knowledge, and people are willing to pay for it. So this is what I believe. And yeah, so that's what I say. That's my answer to your cue. Does that feel good?
That's a great.
Oh, I love that response. So thank you.
Oh,
my pleasure.
Thank you guys for sharing. And anyone else have a question before we bring on Arnatha? Arnatha is an international property expert, and she's also an insurance, and she also is going to touch on healthcare. So we're really excited about that. But does anybody else have any other questions for our lovely Charmaine? I have a question, Charmaine.
Okay.
How do you like authentically kind of like show up every day? And like, what have you had to do to do that?
Yeah. So, it's just, I'm an organic poster, right? So I don't go, oh, I don't create content. And some people do that. Some people, that works for them. That's not who I am. I'm a live by the seat of my pants, like live by, live, how do you say this? I don't know what the saying is, but living in the moment. And I post from there. Life moments, whatever is happening, I am sharing as it's unfolding. It's really like living and breathing, and I don't know how it all intertwines and comes into what I do, but somehow it just does. And this is, you got to play with this. It's a technique that you're going to play with as you live your life. But that's the biggest thing I could say is live your life from your heart and it will follow. Everything will follow. Clients, referrals, everything. And you posting, organically, that's what it is for me.
Yeah.
And I post all my own stuff. I don't have anybody helping me with that. That's me.
And that's how you're getting all your clients currently, would you say?
Well, most of my clients come from referrals.
Nice.
Referrals. And then next up would be, it would be from those containers I talked about with Kristen when she asked that question.
Yeah.
The different containers that I'm in. And then, I have had people just randomly on social media reach out to me. They join typically my 9-day Feng Shui challenge. So when you create something that is inspiring and really helps people, and and you give it away for free, and then people can see who you are and who your heart is, and like who you are as a person, as a human being. And when they see that and they can feel you, then they are like, oh, okay, I want to hire this person. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Charmaine. I wanted to introduce you to Arnatha. She's our next speaker and she's awesome. She's living in Barcelona right now. She's a baller boss lady that also has, you have multiple businesses, and I just love all the entrepreneurs that are connecting, and I hope you guys can also connect on some level too.
Definitely.
I would love that. So happy to meet you.
Definitely.
Charmaine,
Yes.
thank you so much.
You and I got to talk.
For sure. I'm in.
Thank you so much, Charmaine, and help me give a silent applause for Charmaine. We really appreciate all of your insight and all the secrets you shared with us today.
My pleasure.
Okay.